Gang, how's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Sweet Willy's Kitchen, and I hope everybody's doing fine. What do we have? We have another product review, and yes, you guessed it, another knife. Here's my friends again from Hoshano, and what we've got today is the 8-inch Gyuto knife, or the 8-inch chef knife, as you would call it. So again, we have the nice gift box. We got the holidays coming, so good recommendation. And again, we'll give it the quick review here. Okay, there we go. We've got an 8-inch blade, over 14 inches rosewood handle. Okay, this is VG10 stainless steel. There's 7 layers. There's the stainless steel base, and then the other layers underneath. Hammered finish, sharpened to between 12 and 15 degrees. Okay, so again, we got the rosewood. The Gyuto is a Japanese style knife, and it's fashioned after pretty much the all-around knife, which is the chef's knife. Okay, the one nice thing about chef's knives is you've got your point to do some of your fine work. You've got your rounded blade, so you can do your rocking motion for your chopping and the like. There's a good weight to it for chopping. I like this hammered finish. You can see there, okay? We've got our copper band. This is an octagonal handle here. I've grown to like this. I've used the smoother type handles like these that I found them to be, those were always my go-to, but I'm really liking this. I have the Nakiri version of this that I've really liked. So I dig this. I really like this. Again, those of you who watch the channel know I prefer a medium to a heavier style. There's good balance. It's weight forward on the blade, so you've got that, and you've got the handle, good safe grip, good sharp edge. And what do we keep on saying? That the safest knife is a sharp knife. So what we're going to do today is, we've got Thanksgiving coming down the road, and the warmer type foods, the colder temperatures, it means we're going to use some more, do more work in the oven. So one of my favorite side dishes is roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon and balsamic vinegar. So we're going to do a demonstration of the knife, put it through its paces, and then we'll put this together and we'll take it from there. Okay, so we're all cleaned up, ready to go. Again, let me give you a little closer look on this knife. Here's your handle, 8 inches, 5-inch handle, 5-inch plus. So we're talking about just over 14 inches total length on this thing. Again, good weight to it. I'm doing some garlic right now because for dinner I'm making some marinara sauce, but I just wanted to give you a little thing on when we using our chef's knife. All right, I like this, and what I'll do is I'll give that a little smash on that, and that will smash, and then we'll just give that a nice mince. Again, I'm going to be using this for dinner later tonight, but I wanted to give you at least a good run this through its paces. The rest of the recipe is pretty simple, but does good work. All right, put that on the side. All right, now for the Brussels sprouts, I usually get a bag of Brussels sprouts. 3, 6, 9, 12, maybe 20 to 24 in the bag. So the way we're going to cut them is we're going to cut the top off like so. and down the center. Alright, so we're going to do the whole bag of these. That way the oils and all the seasonings will be able to get into those nooks and crannies. Meanwhile, while you're doing your prep work, you're going to preheat your oven 375 degrees. Alright. Total cooking time is going to be roughly 45 minutes. Okay, and we're gonna when we assemble everything, we're gonna put it in the oven for 25 minutes. Stir it. We're gonna add chopped bacon at 25 minutes, and then 15 minutes later, we're gonna mix in the balsamic vinegar for the final 10. So we're going to be doing 3 timing sequences for this. That was a really nice job. Handles, again, I've really grown to like the Asian style handle. Then what I did is I like to microwave my bacon. A little cleaner, easier to use. And what I'm going to necessarily do is I'm going to take 6 slices of thick cut bacon. The other 2 are for my partner in crime. We're going to use these later. We're going to chop this up, but I wanted to just demonstrate the knife on how good this is at chopping regular meat. I didn't crisp up the bacon. The final crisping of the bacon will be done in the, say, last 10 to 15 minutes of the roasting of the Brussels sprouts. So I've tried cooking it fully and it burnt the bacon, and no one likes burnt bacon. So well, here we go. So bacon's ready. Here's our Brussels sprouts. So what I'm going to do is the remainder of the bacon that has rendered is 1/3 of a cup, and then we're going to mix in a 1/2 cup of regular olive oil. Okay. Now, at this point, you could add your salt, but for me, the bacon will bring enough salt. And also, there's a more savoriness when we add the balsamic vinegar. But and that's a personal choice. Here, if you were going to maybe add some other spices that you might want, but for the most part, salt and pepper. So use a little, not a lot, a couple grinds. Toss that up. Now, there's a couple ways you could put these. Some people would use a baking sheet. I'm just going to use a regular cast iron skillet, a 10-inch cast iron skillet. Pour that in. Spread everything out. Okay, make sure everybody is cut in half. The halves are facing upward. Okay. All right. So the oven is at 375. I'm going to put this in the oven at 375 for 25 minutes. We'll see you in 25 minutes. Okay, gang, we are back. We've been in the oven now for, I went 35 minutes. So things are starting to come together. We're getting a little brown. We're going to take our bacon. All right, it's not full on crispy. And we're going to bake that in. We're going to give ourselves what, let's go 10 minutes on the bacon. And then we're going to put the balsamic, put it in for another 10, and we'll be back. See you in 10. Okay, 10 minutes have passed. So what we're going to do is we're going to top this off with the balsamic vinegar to get that glaze going. I'm going to use a 1/4 cup. So, what that'll do is in the next 10 minutes or so, that'll reduce. Let's mix this up. That'll reduce, get a nice syrup going. Let's see what we can find in 10 minutes. Okay, gang, we are back. So we took everything out of the oven. Remember, we put the Brussels sprouts in for 35 minutes at 375. Took it out, added the bacon, 10 minutes, took it out, added the balsamic. So total elapsed time around 55 minutes at 375. And this is what we've got. So we've got something that came out really, really good. Okay, I'm glad this came out the way it did. And there's only one way to do that, is give this a taste. And again, when you can smell when the Brussels sprouts are cooking, you can smell when the bacon is in the house, and you can smell when the balsamic vinegar is starting to solidify. You could probably add it a few more minutes to get it really thick and syrupy if you'd like, and that's just a personal choice. But for me, for the sake of this is a good starter. And then, like all recipes, you know, figure it out as you go along. Everything came out good. Brussels sprouts are tender. They've got a nice bite to them. The Brussels sprouts, the bacon, balsamic, very good, well-balanced side. So I hope this gets you started on one more side dish for Thanksgiving. So again, want to thank the folks at Hoshano for presenting me with the knife. 8-inch Gyuto VG10 steel, 7 layers, 12 to 15 degree rosewood handle, 8-inch blade. And we'll put the link on where you can pick this up at Amazon. So I hope you enjoy it. Hope this is something that you might consider in your collection. Again, the Gyuto knife, chef's knife, is probably one of the most versatile knives that you can have in your collection. So I want to thank the folks from Hoshano for sending me this knife. I hope this helps with one more side dish for Thanksgiving, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.